What's up everyone? Path of Exile 2's first big patch, the Dawn of the Hunt, releases in just under a week. It releases on the 4th of April, and one of the big questions is with these big patches, what happens? What happens on the new server? Is there a reset? Will we have to start again at level 1? Do we lose all our items? How do we play the new content? And it's been a big question mark. It's been something we haven't really known for the last few months. But we finally had confirmation from Grinding Gear Games on what this means, what's coming in the new patch, and what that means for our characters, the new server, our items, everything like that. We know what's going on, and I'm going to get into it. But before that, I just want to quickly say, leading up to this, we've had no clue. We've been completely in the dark. Everything people are assuming is based on kind of what's happened in the past. There was an interview, I believe it was a few months ago, between Ghazi and Darth Microtransactions, and in that interview, they were told that when there is a big patch, and this 0.2 Dawn of the Hunt is their first big patch, when there is a big patch, there will be a reset. That's what they said, there will be a reset. And we had to assume kind of what that meant. In the last game, what the resets were, what the new leagues were, is every 3 or 4 months, or whenever there's a new league, you would have to make a new level 1 character on these new league servers and level up from scratch with none of your items, none of your stuff, and you would basically be playing brand new to play through all of the new content and all of the new mechanics and changes. And then at the end of that league, when the next league is coming, all of those characters get moved onto the legacy server, like the standard server, and they get moved there with all of your older characters from the older leagues. And then you can play those old characters as much as you want. But then the new league with the new stuff, you need to make a new character all over again. And it's like a seasonal reset, like a league reset. We had to assume what was going to happen for this one, and most people assumed that that was going to be the same thing, a big reset. So like lots of other creators, I've been trying to prepare people that coming in the big patch, we might have to start again. There might be a big reset where we have to start again with fresh characters and none of our items if we want to play the new content, because that's pretty much what a lot of us were expecting. But that's not the case. That has been proven wrong. That doesn't seem to be what they want to do this time around. I'm not sure if this is because they don't have a full amount of league style content. They don't have some big, massive end game feature that warrants, you know, a brand new start, or they're nervous that because it's early access and they want people to continue testing, if they make people start again, they won't have as many people playing. Not sure their reasoning for it, but this is what they're going to be doing in the Dawn of the Hunt. This is what's going to happen next week. So let's go over it, and I'm going to pull up the stream so you can see exactly what was said, because it's very important, I think, and it was very easy to miss. It was like a 3 hours 45-minute stream, and it was briefly mentioned about an hour and a half in. So here's exactly what was said.
With all the system changes and new content, we can't wait to get in there, start blasting maps, and obliterating monsters. There is one more thing we wanted to clarify before we move on, which is that all the content we've talked about today will be made available in the existing early access leagues, so you can play your existing characters. However, there will be new leagues made for those who wish to start in a fresh economy. It is recommended to start over and get the full new experience in the Dawn of the Hunt leagues.
So it's kind of a compromise. It's, you know, it's a middle ground. They're not just dropping a patch and you just update and just have more content. But at the same time, it's not a brand new, fresh league where everyone has to start again. It's kind of, you can choose. I think there's good and bad sides. I think it's very, very good for people who are played casually so far. If you played casually, you know, you don't have a ton of time or you haven't played a ton of characters, this is perfect because you can just jump on the 4th and you can just play through all the content with your max level character and have as much fun as you want. And that's great. A lot of people don't want to level through the story again. A lot of people don't want to like grind all their gear again. And I've seen a lot of comments saying that, which is perfect. If that's how you feel, everything's the same. It's going to be great, especially if you're solo self-found. If you're playing a solo self-found character, your gaming experience will be exactly the same. There is absolutely zero change to the game for you. The only thing that is going to be an impact is the economy. The big impact will be on the fact that the player base will split. You're going to have, you know, the people that want to keep their characters staying on this legacy server, the standard server, but then everyone who wants to play fresh, start again, you know, playing a fresh economy with no items in the game are going to go over. I'm going to be going over to the new server because, you know, I think it's fun. I think it's fun starting again. So I think a lot of people will. There's going to be a economy reset for all those players, and we're going to be starting fresh. The problem that's going to remain is if you're staying behind and you're not playing solo self-found, the economy is a bit rough. So if you're staying behind for a start, everything's inflated. You know, it's 425 exalteds for a divine right now. So things are very, very, very inflated. And if you don't have hundreds of divines saved up in the stash, you're at a disadvantage really, because on the new server, no one's got anything. No one's got these giga juice builds that have farmed thousands of divines. So everything's going to be fairly affordable if you're not playing solo self-found. So there's that. But at the same time, the best place to play is going to be where most of the players are. Say you find a really good, amazing staff that's like incredible, or you find an amazing robe that's got the perfect stats on, and you want to put it on the market, or you want to make sure there's players playing. You want to be where most of the players are. In terms of recommendations of where to play, it's up to you. It's up to you, man. I can't really tell you what to do. It depends. If you're watching this, you already know what you want to do, I think. If you're really strapped for time, or you're a super casual player, or you're really invested into the characters you've got, you've leveled like 5 different characters and you don't want to start again, anything like that, stay on the old server. It doesn't matter. You're going to have fun. You're really going to have fun. If you're solo self-found, stay on the old server. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't really have an impact. The big impact is if you want to be where all the other players are, if you want to play with the most people, like if you want to play with friends and they're moving over, or if you want a fresh economy restart. That's what I'm excited for. I like trading, the first people who find the Ingenuity Belt, the first people who find Temporalis, things like that. I really like a fresh start, so I'm going to go over. But there's really no best way. There's no best thing to do. I don't think it's kind of everyone wins with this. So I think it's good. I think it's a good choice. I hope I hope the people aren't too split. I hope it's not like everyone goes over and the other server's dead. I think it's going to be a pretty fair split. I think a lot of people are going to stay on the standard servers. Let me know what you think. I'm really curious. I hope this has helped if you weren't sure what was going on, if you were like, what's happening? Hopefully this, has clarified it for you if you missed the stream. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Catch you in the next one.